Hey everyone, it's James. It is May 2nd, about 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's the 4-hour chart of Bitcoin, BTC, USD on the Bitfinex exchange. First of all, this is not investment advice. And then second of all, I'd like to just talk about the basically the bubble euphoric stage to a series of lower highs and lower lows to accompany those. Except now we are now starting to try to make that change in the chart. So I'll break that down in just a little bit. But right here, what you see is the red lines just projecting the tops out to see how price reacts to them. Obviously, this 91.77 was a big top that I talked about in my prior videos, that if we could break above it, then that would start the trend change, because now we have a higher low and now we have a higher high. Eventually, what's going to happen is we're either going to continue to base out and build energy for another move higher, or at some point we're going to have a corrective move form. Those are the two things that typically occur in a market, especially after a bigger run. So you can see what happened: big run, correction, another attempt, and then obviously a roll over. So price has those two different forms to basically recapture the energy so it can make the next move. And that's pretty much all this is, just energy between buyers and sellers. That's what you see on these charts. So these lines are based on frequency. Obviously, we have some very simple lines. The green line is just a very simple, anybody can do it line. The yellow line is the same thing, blah, blah, blah. And then obviously our increase, our slope that price is reacting to, you can see that we broke away from it. We failed to touch it multiple times. It's typically a sign of weakness or direction change. Obviously, this was the direction change. So I talked about that if price could break above this line, we may make another attempt to come back and break above the high that we recently set on Bitfinex. And that high was 97.67. From there, if we can clear out this area, then obviously we're going to have some resistance zones right in here between about 9,900 and 10,000. And if we do continue to push higher, we could easily see about the low 10,000 range before more than likely having a bigger corrective move than what we had here. Okay, so kind of just stair stepping upward into time and space. Eventually there's going to be some big profit taking. When that big profit taking does occur, then obviously the market's going to start to roll. Now, the volume has been slowly drying up as we're progressing into time. Today is about 7 billion, and it just recently peaked in there. So it's still a lot, right? Don't get me wrong, it's still a lot, but based on the prior history, when we were running up, we were seeing 9, 10, 11, 12 billion. And then as we're coming out this way and slowly churning sideways, the volume's kind of drying up. So there's less and less sellers and buyers, and prices just pretty much stagnant. So I talked about that we could be heading into a coil. That coil will then lead to another move up or down. Okay, I would expect the price to move up based on what's happening on the chart. So we've set a high, right? Like we had the high, we broke that high. We had a low, we came above that low and turned the market. Okay, and what we can kind of see here visually is a rounded bottom forming. Okay, so we are either going to continue to base out further, or if we cannot hold this line at roughly about 91.77, I believe it is on Bitfinex. Yeah, about 91.77.5. So if we cannot hold this area, then price is just going to more than likely drift lower, or just kind of drift horizontally until we finally get an influx of buyers or sellers that'll obviously drive price up or drive price down. So we have two opposing lines here. Obviously, the yellow line is a more steep line that we've tested multiple times. The green line is just a nice subtle slope showing the overall direction of price. We're connecting multi-month tops here, and the same thing here as well too. So we'll see what happens. You know, if it breaks above this area and pushes through about the 9,500 zone, then I do think the next probable target is probably in the 10,000 range or so, like the low 10,000 zone. If we break below this area, then more than likely we're going to head back toward this consolidation range, and that could put price somewhere in the low to mid 800 range, depending on how far we move into time and space. And then make that corrective move down. So Anyways, that's pretty much it for today. There's not really much else to talk about. We're kind of in the same sideways consolidation we've been in, okay? It looked like we were going to have a breakdown. We did not, so now everything's going horizontal. There's not much to really talk about here until price does finally make its move. So, if you do like the content, you do like the videos, please like, comment, subscribe, follow, depending on what social media platform you're on. You can also share the videos as well. I do appreciate the support. I appreciate all my subscribers. Thank you for your time. I do hope that you have a great day or great night, depending on where you are in the world. And also, I would advise everybody, it's just a suggestion that if you're interested in cryptocurrency and you're new to trading, or even if you're tenured to trading as well too, I do have a free Slack channel that is available to anybody. And you can learn more. You can find the link to that on the bottom of my website at geometricharts.com. I do have links to my social media accounts, and then I have my link to my free Slack channel. There's over 300 people there from all over the world. Everybody is extremely friendly so far. It's been a really amazing community to be a part of. People share their opinions, news, charts, analysis. It's just a really nice area to be. So I can't talk highly enough about it, but you can find the link on my website. And then I also, if you're looking for like more numbers and like more hand holding in the sense of like trading, on like what trades I'm taking and et cetera, like that, I do offer a subscription service where I do post videos multiple times a day, as well as my charts and provide commentary throughout the day, especially if anybody has questions on a trade and etc. That's through my subscription service at geometricharts.com. If you want to learn more about that, you can check that out on my site, geometricharts.com. But other than that, I hope everybody has a great day or a great night, depending on where you are in the world, and thank you again.